Welcome back to another episode of Colonial Charter 1.6 beta. There's a lot of beta going on in this episode. First of all, this is the new Banished beta 1.0.5 that was just released a couple days ago, and actually, it's what I've been waiting for before I continued producing videos featuring 1.6. So I'm playing a beta game now in addition to a beta mod. That's exciting. Some things have changed. Some things have been enhanced. There's been some new stuff added to the mod, and so we're gonna play it a little bit different. First of all, I'm going back to 15-minute episodes. I know you guys love the long episodes, but I'm going to go back to 15-minute episodes with I'm also going to use the debug tool to show you some buildings that maybe would take normally a longer time to access in the game. So I've got a new map here. I was showing you there. This is a water world map. This map is mostly water. There are whole sections of it that are just almost entirely water. Happen to spawn on this little island here. Most of the mainland around the edge of the screen is, it's just that. It's around the edge of the screen. So if I were one that used the mines that went on mountains, I have access to those. I'd have to make bridges, but I'd have access to those. If you were a fan of when you found your favorite map on Banished, you saved your seeds so you could go back and replay them again. Maybe you got a new update to the Colonial Charter mod and you're like, hey, I really dig this map. I want to go back and I want to play the new version of Colonial Charter on this map. You can't do that with this beta, and once this beta goes fully live, any seeds you have will be borked. I had a list of seeds of maps that I absolutely adored playing, and none of them worked. So this update borks seeds. If you're familiar with the seed listing, the seed thread that is on colonialcharter.com, if you decide you want to run the Banished beta, and it will work with older versions of Colonial Charter, but if you do run the Banished beta, you're going to have to forget using those seeds because they will be borked. Whatever you saw on the image will not show up in the game. So anyway, let's get started. We're 3 minutes in, and you know how I do. Well, this time we're going to do it a little bit different. Again, I'm going to turn on my debug menu. Don't normally do that, but I'm gonna turn on my debug menu. Not gonna really use it for too much. Oh, one more thing. As to my knowledge, I use a variety of mods to play Banished, and so far only one of them is completely incompatible with the new beta, and that is the one that changes the font of the game to Roboto. So if you use the Roboto font mod for Banished, it's not going to work. It's going to crash your game. So I would not use that font. And it's a pretty old mod. It was made in 2014, and I've seen no updates since. So if anybody out there makes mods, might see if the mod maker will update it, or if they any mod makers out there could make a Roboto font for Banished. I would greatly appreciate it. That's a lot easier for me to read. So anyway, we're out here on this island, and I always start with fishing. Fishing is always a good way to bring in the foods. So I'm gonna throw down fishing, and I'm going to throw down these here. And I'm going to throw down a generic stockpile. And I'm going to show you some things in the game that maybe you didn't know about. So first things first, I'm going to set my speed to 10. I'm going to throw my little widgets up there. And my new favorite icon that just tells me professions. And here we go. Start getting some trees cut down. Let's start getting some. Let's get some laborers and some builders. One thing that you may notice, I'm actually going to go ahead and turn on my debug right now. One thing you may notice is that, well, you may not notice this because you're not playing the beta, but there's a new function that Luke, the developer, has added to the game, and that is the ability for materials to be ignored by the food limit. If you're playing and you have, say, a sheep pasture and your food limit is reached, normally, and in 1.5, the sheep will not only stop producing food, but they'll also stop producing wool. In 1.6, that's going to be changed all around. They'll stop producing food, but if your materials limit has not been reached, they will continue producing wool until that limit has been reached. So that's kind of exciting. Kind of like that. There's some new things in this mod I actually want to use, so I'm going to go ahead and once these two houses are built, actually we're going to go here and do this. I'm going to turn on 0 building costs because I want you guys to see some of the new homes that are coming. We have these awesome family townhouses. I know Shock put up a video about it. I saw the video. And that's great. But this is part of my series, so I feel I need to showcase this in case you did not see Shock's video. But yeah, we got some new houses. These are called family townhouses as opposed to the officer townhouse. This is an officer townhouse. It's a lot taller, a lot bigger. I think they look really nice. They're kind of cool looking. They line up. The sides are blank, so you can make rows of them if you're a mind to do that. So, the blank sides. If you're a mind to do that, I'm going to go ahead and add some firewood to the stockpile. So we got places to live. These are kind of neat houses. There's a little thing called a conservatory. I think it adds more people stuff. But anyway, this little guy here just attaches right on the back of these houses, and the roofs. This roof matches the officer's townhouse. This roof matches the regular townhouse. Sort of gives these houses room for more people. People can live in them. They're extra houses. I didn't know that. But yeah. So, these are extra homes. So in the space of 3 houses, you've actually got 6. I like these a lot better than these compound houses. These guys here that built up, these just look a lot neater. They are more expensive though, so be aware of that. The family townhouses require building supplies and homeware supplies, 1 and 2 of each respectively. The officers' houses require building supplies and homeware supplies, 1 and 3 of each respectively. And the conservatory requires simply lumber. I don't think you can put the conservatory on other houses. Let's try it though. I'm gonna make a... Oh, look! Oh! I just discovered something. Alright, so before I talk about what I just discovered, let's see if we can put a conservatory on the back of a salt box. We'll see how it looks. I'm pretty sure I can put it there. Doesn't mean it's gonna look right. So let's see. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of neat. I'm going to have to ask now. Talk to Shock. Okay, I can't rotate. I'm gonna have to talk to Shock about adding a roof style on the conservatory that will match the Saltbox house because it fits. That looks nice. So anyway, what I was owing about is that Saltbox houses notoriously have only come in red and white. And for a long time, a few of us beta testers have been griping that we wanted it to come in blue. There's a slate blue that actually these houses come in, and we kind of, it's like, hey, you know, why can't we have that? So now I'm gonna turn off 0 build cost. I'm gonna have these guys gather up this iron. They need something to do. So now you can go ahead and these Saltbox houses, you got, see, I see it better without that green footprint. That's annoying. So we've got a, I can't see what color that is. We've got a brown house. We've got a blue Saltbox. Of course the white. And of course the red. So now instead of 2 colors of Saltbox houses, you got 4, and that gives you some variety. And also, like these townhomes and the officers' townhomes, you can line them up, they touch. So we'll go ahead and let them destroy those houses. Actually, you know what? We'll leave them there. We'll let them destroy them. So, that's kind of cool. We got food coming in. I went ahead and they're going to build me some... get some stuff. Alright, so. That's new. Let's look at more houses and see what else we have. Log cabins. Anything special about log cabins? No. I didn't know they had all those styles. That's cool. Log cabins. Wooden houses. Of course. These little guys. There really should be an F variant for the tiny shacks. I think they're cute. Oh! The upgrades to houses. Now, salt boxes don't have upgrades. And neither do these townhouses. But wooden houses do have upgrades. I'm going to look at those. These are the new upgrades. You can actually see what they look like when they upgrade. I don't know if it's kind of far away, but it starts off as a wooden house. It upgrades to a stone house. You can see that. Oh, wow! You can actually click which one you want. That's kind of cool. I didn't know you could do that either. I wasn't trying to do that. Okay, so wooden house upgrades to stone house. We've always known that. Which upgrades to a country house. Also always known that. Which upgrades to a nice country house. Which upgrades to a fancy country house. And now you can jump to whichever upgrade you want. So if you have a wooden house and you want to just jump to the fancy country house, you can go ahead and just click on that and jump right to that upgrade. So that's actually really cool because you know, that's actually pretty decent. I like that. I really like that because sometimes you don't want to just go to the next upgrade. I know this one has an upgrade too. Yeah. And now you could just jump right to whatever upgrade that you want to use. Nice to know. Alright, that's going to be all for now. And in the... all for now. In the next episode, we're going to look at some new farm types that I actually found while dicking around inside of this new updated, beautiful beta of 1.6. And we'll have a look at that. We'll have some fun. We'll see how it works. I'm probably going to get on a new map because they kind of need a lot of space and aren't really conducive. But I did want to show you guys the Waterworld map and the new townhouses and the new upgrade options that you have. And in the next episode, we're going to be on a new map, probably a plains map, so I can show you all the farms and all kinds of stuff. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.